Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. It is, well, it's Friday the 13th. It's great. I love this holiday. Well, it's not really a holiday. It's just the scary day everybody's afraid of. Not sure really why, but it's a good excuse to watch horror movies. So, to celebrate Friday the 13th, I am going to watch Friday the 13th. I don't know where to start though, because I really enjoy the movies. There's the new ones. I haven't really seen those as much. In all honesty, the newest one, like the reboot, whatever it was, I really don't remember it that much. Because I watched it, and it's kind of like the new Nightmare on Elm Street movie. I kind of glaze over it, not really paying, like, it's kind of like, Like, I remember segments of it, and I remember, like, things that just seemed kind of stupid to me. Like, in the Nightmare on Elm Street one, the waking nightmare thing, that seems just stupid to me. But anyways, yeah, it's a very interesting thing. I might actually watch those tonight. Sorry about the camera's not pointing. If it's not pointing at me, I'm still... Where I got the iPhone 8, it's a little... That's why you probably hear that crunching sound, is that's my mount. I'm trying to move it very gradually, and it's inside of a thing that's like tight, so when it moves, it kind of pops. But yeah, I do think that's how I'm going to celebrate tonight. I will probably watch the new Friday the 13th tonight, and if I'm still in the mood, I might start the very original. I have the box set for it. It's on regular DVD, but honestly, if I had it on VHS, I would go upstairs on my, I think it's a 19-inch CRT tube TV. Well, actually, CRT tube is kind of a stupid way to say it. Cathode ray tube. It's like when people say a NIC card, network interface card. No, it's a NIC. It's a CRT. But anyways, sorry, got a little bit of a tangent there. But yeah, it's a very interesting way I like to watch movies. I honestly kind of prefer VHS, and it's purely nostalgia, because I understand, yes, the quality is better if you have it on Netflix. Yes, I understand the quality is better on DVD, and it's even better on Blu-ray. But watching, or even video games, seeing it on that CRT TV, it's like, if I had a 13-inch one, I'd actually watch it on that, because that's how I remember growing up. In my room at night, turning off all the lights and watching them on that. There's just something about it. And because I like VHS, because I'd always rent VHS tapes. And it was just always kind of grainy, because they've been watched a billion times and rented a billion times. So you're just sitting there. It's so, I don't know, just something about it. I always really enjoyed that. And don't get me wrong, I have a lot of stuff ripped from my DVDs. Like, I have the majority of my DVD collection ripped to digital, and I do have a number of things on VHS. Not many, but I really would, if I had the space. My dream is, if me and my wife ever move, we'd have a basement. And in the basement, I have my arcade, have my DVD collection, and basically, okay, James Roloff, I think that's his last name. He's the guy that does the Angry Video Game Nerd. He does a tour of his movie room. And if you watch that, that's pretty much what I would like. I want a room that has all this stuff on the walls so that you can display some of them. I would love to have the old racks that spun, that they would have VHS tapes in, and because that's how I remember them at the store. Like they'd have some like special things in that, like, oh, you can rent 2 things from this shelf for the price of 1 or whatever. And I just remember seeing those. It's just so much nostalgia, and the way he has his setup is very, very similar to the way a movie store is. Like, because basically, like I've said before, I went to this place called Movies to Go growing up, and there's a doggy that just went by in a truck, so I was kind of staring at it. And when that first opened, they had the wood grain paneling, like the 70s wood grain paneling. Then they painted over that with blue. And they had built all their shelves out of plywood. Not plywood, but yeah, 2x4s and plywood. And it was very, very, very nostalgia. I mean, that look and that feel. So I would love to recreate that. And it is a thing to where I do like to watch movies that way. I actually have I think it's the original Roku player that you can hook up to the RCA jacks, like the yellow, red, and white. And I actually have that hooked up to that TV, so I can actually watch things from Netflix and Amazon and like WWE Network on that CRT TV. That's how hardcore I am about that. I really want to watch them this way. It really brings me back to a time when I was younger, and people that were here that are no longer here. I know that's a sad thing, but I don't want to go back in time, but remembering that time does bring a smile to my face. But talk to everybody later tonight when I'm watching some movies.
I found out something very cool today. Actually, something my wife told me. I was on my way home, and she was like, "Hey, guess what? Starz has the first 8 Friday the 13th movies on." So, I think I know what I'm going to be watching. So I was like looking through, and I was like, I want to make sure we got them on here. They got a pretty good horror movie selection. This is not an advertisement for Starz. But yeah, Friday the 13th, the first one, has Kevin Bacon in it. And part 2, let's see, 3, that's 6, 5, it's 8, 7, I think they have part 4 also. His name was Jason. Okay. I'll be perfectly honest. I had no idea that this was on here. His name was Jason. 30 years of Friday the 13th. This is cool. It looks like the ultimate retrospective on the groundbreaking horror series. That's what it says down here in really tiny print. So, I may not be watching a horror movie. I may be watching a documentary about it. Isn't that weird? But yes. I was looking to see if they had anything else on here. That might be... Well, maybe they don't have part 4. Or maybe I passed it up and didn't notice it. Maybe that's what happened. Oh, there's no like skip page thing. That's one thing that if you're designing apps for stuff, make it to where if I hit one of the buttons, the trigger buttons, it skips a page. I don't have to do this. Like if I hit this, it should go over here, and that one should be the last one or the next one off the edge. Makes it so much easier. But I guess I've missed. Maybe they don't have. Ooh, that's a good movie. 976 Evil. I used to rent that all the time. Prince of Darkness. Another good one. Most of these I already have on DVD. I'm actually looking to see if I can find one. I don't have Anaconda. Do I have Freaks of Nature? I don't know. But most of these I have. But yeah, it looks like they don't. Yeah, that's part 3 here. No, oh, that's part 4. Okay, never mind. Take it back. That's the same way that the beginning of the NES game is. It's like the mask is sitting there and the knife comes in and spears the eye. Very cool. But yeah. I do think I am going to, then maybe they're missing 3. I don't know. I must have saw it with something somewhere else, but yes, I am going to be watching some Friday the 13th. Well, actually, I'll be watching that documentary. Then I'm going to watch some Friday the 13th. Hope you guys had a good day. Hope you guys had some. Well, if you don't like horror movies, you don't have to watch them, but if you do, I hope you enjoyed some. It's October, and it's Friday the 13th. It's very good. Now, the only thing that would be better, I started to say if it was Halloween, but it can't be Halloween. But if you reverse the numbers, hey, I'll find a way to get Halloween in this. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed your Friday the 13th. Hope you got to watch something that you enjoyed. Maybe something that got your heart rate up a little bit. It's always good. Talk to you tomorrow.